my gosh. Pinchy flyaways everywhere. It's a weird hair day, man. Like, I can't put it forward. Or I guess I can? No? Back? Oh, back. No? I don't know. I'm just gonna ignore it. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing out and reviewing the very hyped KVD Good Apple, what is this? It is Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm. I've been asked about this repeatedly throughout the last few weeks. I believe it went viral on TikTok, and it is out of stock pretty much everywhere that you look. It comes in 40 different shades and it retails for $38 US. I did find this particular shade through the Ulta website, which is medium 39, which looks like that. I think I'll be okay with this shade. The formula is supposed to be a buildable full coverage formula with a matte finish. It's supposed to be lightweight, long wearing, and it comes in recyclable packaging. The formula also contains apple extract, which is meant to nourish the skin, as well as sodium hyaluronate, which is going to help hydrate the skin. It is a vegan and cruelty-free foundation. So let's test this out. Let me start off with color corrector. Where's my color corrector? All right, corrector is on. Let's apply some of this foundation. Now, as far as how to use it, it does state that you can blend and build to the coverage you want using a beauty sponge or a dense foundation brush. So I'm gonna be applying it with my multitasker brush from Sigma Beauty. This is their F47 brush. It's pretty dense, really soft. I love the way that this applies foundation onto the face. As far as my skin, I'm not using a primer underneath this foundation. I want to see how it does without anything underneath. Also, the website states that for oily areas, you should set the foundation with their Lock-It setting powder, which I don't have, but I do plan on setting it with my Fenty Pro Filter setting powder here along the forehead, since I can be pretty oily here, but I'm normal everywhere else, so I don't feel like I'm gonna need to set it everywhere else, but here, definitely. Especially since this is supposed to have a matte finish, cream foundation, or balm rather, right? That's what it says it is, it's a balm. So we'll see how it wears. I'm gonna grab just a little bit with the foundation. I'm gonna start off over here on the right side, and then that way we can compare the two sides. All right, as far as the color, I think I lucked out actually with this one. I think it suits my complexion pretty well. So I'm just gonna apply it lightly here. Taking it down the neck. The shade that I got, the medium 39, is supposed to be medium with neutral undertones. And I think it's pulling a little tiny bit more yellow to me, but it's not too yellow. So it doesn't look completely off on my face. All right, so there's one side done. I like the coverage, it's definitely full. And although it looks pretty radiant, it's matte, it's pretty matte. All right, so let me zoom you in so that you can get an up close look at the before and the after. All right, so this is the side with no foundation, and this is the side with foundation. As you can see, very, very full coverage. All right, let's take care of the other side. So far, I'm learning that a little goes a long way as far as coverage with this particular foundation. So I'm trying not to be too heavy-handed with it. All right, so there is the entire face. I like the coverage. Off the bat, super full coverage, and you don't need a lot of product. I like that it looks radiant, but it feels pretty matte. So that's a good sign. That's a good thing. It also, it does feel lightweight right now. I don't feel it too heavy on the face, but we'll see, right? We'll see how it wears. So I'm gonna jump off camera to finish the rest of my makeup. I do plan on setting it right here, like I said, with my Fenty Pro Filter powder, but I don't feel like I'm gonna need to set it anywhere else since it is setting pretty matte. So let me work on the rest of my face and I'll be right back. All right, I am back, ready to continue on with my day. It is currently 12:03. I do plan on wearing this all day, and of course, you guys know the drill. I will be back in about 4 hours for a midday check-in under natural lighting so that you can see this foundation up close and personal and see what it's doing under natural lighting rather than these nice studio lights. Anyway, so far so good. I didn't have to set it anywhere else. I felt really good with how it's set on here and on here. Like I said earlier, the only place that I did set it is here along the T-zone. I didn't set it heavy, but I did set it a little bit more than I typically would. So set it right here, not set anywhere else. This is what it looks like as of right now, and we'll see how it wears. So I will see you back here in a few hours for my midday check-in. Okay, so I am back from my midday check-in. I'm so sorry, guys. As you can see, my front camera is incredibly dirty. I promise you get better close-ups at the end of the day, but hopefully you can still see what I'm talking about, even if it's just a little. It is currently 4:27. I was just able to get an up-close look at myself. My God. So the first thing I noticed was this. See how much it's like creasing in between my smile lines? I haven't had a foundation do that in quite some time. It's also clinging onto my nose in a really weird way. I don't know if my phone can focus on it. You see that? Like it's just like random spots that still, like literal spots that still have foundation on them, random spots that do not. The sides of my nose, let's not even look at the sides of my nose. Like it is so bad. Of course, it's settled over here as well. So it's kind of settled all over. It's broken up here along my frown lines right there. My little 11, as you can see, it like broke up there. It's not staying put. It's not staying put, and the spots that still have foundation just look so bad. So bad. Let me try to blend some of this away a little bit before I continue on with my day. Let me get a brush. All right, so I'm taking the brush that I used when I applied this foundation, but it doesn't have any additional product on it. So I'm gonna use this to blend that stuff away because it looks awful. I can't remember the last time I had a foundation look so bad on my skin. It's been a while. All right, so that seemed to help here and just kind of all over. It's not like, okay, so makeup looks like makeup, right? Whenever you apply foundation, it's gonna look like you have some foundation on, but it blends into your skin, right? Typically, like makeup does blend into your skin. This one seems to just be sitting on top of my face without blending out. So the spots that you saw here, around here, they're kind of still there. Forehead right here in the middle, it's like, it just looks like foundation's just sitting right there. I feel like I'm getting the same right here around the mouth area where it just looks like it's not blended, you know, like I just applied it and went when I didn't do that. Anyway, we'll continue to wear this foundation for about another 3.5 hours or so. I'll end it at around 8 o'clock. So yeah, I'll see you back here in a few more hours for my final check-in. All right, so I'm back for my final check-in, and I'm actually cutting this one early. It is 7:09, but I just got a good look at myself. You'll see why an extra hour is not going to matter whatsoever. Yeah, so let's get into the close-up so that you can see what this looks like on my face after 7 hours of wear. All right, so we're gonna start off with the forehead, and I'm gonna bring you guys in really nice and close so that you can see exactly what I'm seeing here. Yeah, it's all just there. And like I said during my midday check-in, it's just sitting on top of my skin, which, okay, foundations are meant to sit on top of the skin, but they're not meant to look like they're sitting like this, you know? So yeah, not too happy with that. It continued to break up here in between my brows along my frown lines. As you can see, very, very broken up there. Of course, I'm shiny, no surprise there. That's fine though. This is what the right side of my face looks like. The cheeks, I don't have a big issue with. That, you know, foundation usually wears fine there. Sometimes it'll wear off down here, but very rarely do I see this situation. I'm gonna bring you in close. This situation where, look at it. Very obvious line there. The nose, I mean, what can I say? It not only wore off, but it's also clinging onto my pores and just making them look very, very noticeable. Do not appreciate. And the same thing goes for this side. I mean, the cheek's fine, but once you get like over here, that's when you can see a lot of settling of this foundation. It's just sitting right in my pores and just right along my smile lines, right next to my nose, all around it's just, I can't wait to wash it off. I really can't. All right, so as you can imagine, I hate this foundation. I don't think I've had a foundation like this ever. Have I ever had a foundation wear this badly? I don't know if I have, honestly. It's just not good at all. I honestly don't know what the hype was about, why TikTok kind of took over it and why this is now sold out everywhere. Like, it should be fully stocked because it's so bad. I have not, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just not for my skin, right? It's not for my skin type, but usually I can make any foundation work to a certain extent, right? There are exceptions, but I feel like this one takes the cake as far as how badly it wore, how just what it looks like at the end of the day. Sometimes I will find foundations that just kind of wear off. Sure, there have been foundations that have settled in between my smile lines or worn off over here or whatever, but this one, it's just like, it doesn't feel heavy, but it looks like it's sitting very heavy on my skin. And I'm not a fan. I cannot wait to wash it off. I will definitely be double cleansing tonight because this is, yeah, it looks very heavy, just not anything that I would recommend to pretty much anybody, right? I'm oily here, did not wear well. I'm normal here, did not wear well. If you have dry skin, I would say probably not for you either because this just clings on to pores. I could definitely picture this clinging on to dry spots or dry areas and just looking like not good, not pretty. Yeah, I would 0 out of 10 for sure on this one. It's just, it looks so bad. And I was kind of hopeful because in the morning or like around the noon time when I was putting this on, it didn't look this bad. But yeah, halfway through the day, I was very shocked. Shocked and not in a good way. And it continued to just deteriorate after that. So pulling the plug early on this one, like I said, I don't think an extra hour is going to really make a difference. It looks like poop. It's gonna continue to look like poop, if not worse. So I'm gonna wash this one off and never look back. So that completes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's product review and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.